Part One of the Libation Bearers. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Expatriate in Bangor, Maine. The Libation Bearers by Aeschylus. Translated by Edmund Doige Anderson Morshead, 1849-1912. Dramatis Personae. Orestes, Chorus of Captive Women, Electra, a Nurse, Clytemnestra, Aegisthus, an Attendant, Pylades. The scene is the tomb of Agamemnon at Mycenae, afterwards the palace of Atreus, hard by the tomb. The Libation Bearers. Part I. Orestes, Lord of the shades and patron of the realm that erst my father swayed, list now my prayer, Hermes, and save me with thine aiding arm, me who from banishment returning stand on this my country. Lo, my foot is set on this grave mound, and herald-like as thou, once and again, I bid my father hear. And these twin locks from mine head shorn I bring, and one to Inachus, the river god, my young life's nurturer, I dedicate, and one in sign of mourning unfulfilled I lay, though late, on this my father's grave. For, O my father, not beside thy corse stood I to wail thy death, nor was my hand stretched out to bear thee forth to burial. What sight is yonder? What this woman throng hitherward coming, by their sable garb made manifest as mourners? What hath chanced? Doth some new sorrow hap within the home? Or rightly may I deem that they draw near, bearing libations, such as soothe the ire of dead men angered to my father's grave? Nay, such they are indeed, for I descry Electra, mine own sister, pacing hither, in moody grief conspicuous. Grant, O Zeus, grant me my father's murder to avenge, be thou my willing champion. Pylades, pass we aside, till rightly I discern wherefore these women throng in suppliance. [Exeunt Pylades and Orestes, enter the chorus bearing vessels for libation. Electra follows them, they pace slowly towards the tomb of Agamemnon. Chorus. Forth from the royal halls by high command I bear libations for the dead. Rings on my smitten breast my smiting hand, and all my cheek is rent and red. Fresh furrowed by my nails, and all my soul this many a day doth feed on cries of dole. And trailing tatters of my vest, in looped and windowed raggedness forlorn, hang rent around my breast. Even as I, by blows of fate most stern, saddened and torn. Oracular through visions, ghastly clear, bearing a blast of wrath from realms below, and stiffening each rising hair with dread, came out of dreamland fear, and loud and awful bade the shriek ring out at midnight's witching hour, and brooded, stern with woe, above the inner house, the woman's bower, and seers inspired did read the dream on oath, chanting aloud, In realms below the dead are wroth, against their slayers yet their ire doth glow. Therefore to bear this gift of graceless worth, O Earth, my nursing mother, the woman, God accursed, doth send me forth, lest one crime bring another. Ill is the very word to speak, for none can ransom or atone For blood once shed and darkening the plain. O hearth of woe and bane, O state that low doth lie, Sunless, accursed of men, the shadows brood Above the home of murdered majesty. Rumour of might, unquestioned, unsubdued, Pervading ears and soul of lesser men, Is silent now and dead. Yet rules a viler dread. For bliss and power, however won, As gods and more than gods, dazzle our mortal ken. Justice doth mark, with scales that swiftly sway, Some that are yet in light, Others in interspace of day and night, Till fate arouse them, stay. And some are lapped in night, where all things are undone. On the life-giving lap of earth blood hath flowed forth, And now the seat of vengeance clots the plain.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?